as I've gotten more into the phenomenon, there is definitely a lot of information out there. I was previewed to a really awesome book, and actually did a little film project with the writer of this book, author. His name is Jonathan Zapp.
Okay.
And this dude wrote a book named Rabbit Hole Navigation.
Okay.
And Rabbit Hole Navigation is all about exactly what it kind of sounds like. It's how to navigate rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And the main premise of the book is to be ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
Be ambiguous all the time about the information that's being presented to you.
Yeah.
Never go all in one side or another.
Yeah.
Always have that that level of equanimity. Mm-hmm. Being equanimous, that's a good word, equanimous.
Nice, I like that. Yeah.
About everything that you are experiencing. And if you get more into that, and you get more into higher level of Buddhist studies and Vedic, knowledge, you would get into the appearance to mind. Everything is an appearance to mind.
Yeah.
Everything is just appearing to your mind. Actually, your dream is no different than a waking experience, because all that you are experiencing is your five senses.
Yeah.
If you were not experiencing your five senses, then you would not have anything to appear. That nothing would basically appear within your actual mind as having substance and as existing at all.
Yeah.
There has been dreams where I have said that this is not a dream, that this is real life. And whenever I woke up, I was very mistaken.
Yeah.
But was I?
Yeah.
Are you mistaken? The answer to a lot of very high level yogis is that you are not. And so, keeping that in mind, they talk about emptiness. Mm-hmm. And getting into the subject of emptiness is just so vast. Wouldn't get into the technicalities of it, but right now. But basically, emptiness is not nothingness. Emptiness is simply the nature of things.
Yeah.
And the nature of things is as they are. And as they are is not as they seem.
Yeah.
And because it's not as it seems, it's something different. And because it's something different, we could only say that it's an appearance to us. It appears this way. I'm only giving you a little bit of foundation here because ultimately that's really what we are experiencing.
Okay.
Not everything is going to be completely black and white. It is going to be pretty much gray because of that principle. Mm-hmm. And so, having that as a foundation, you'll never get too far into, going one side or another. You would always kind of take things, and what I say, file it.
Yeah. File
it in your mind. Learn about secret space program. Learn about, the extraterrestrial, crashes, the crash retrievals, what might be going on in higher levels of government and corporate sectors. Learn about reptilians and what they might be doing and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But don't let it control what you do. And honestly, you really just want to file it. Reason being is because if you file it, if you file it in your mind, I'm saying, then you'll have a reference point. Mm-hmm. It's all about it's all about having reference points and having data points. Essentially, if you only have 2 data points, if you only have 2 points, you're only going to make a line.
Yeah.
Is a line a picture?
No. Yeah. Right. It's like
A line is not a picture.
No.
A line is a line.
Yeah.
And if you say, hey, look at my picture to anyone who doesn't have any data points, and they'd say that's a line.
Yeah.
It's not a picture. What are you talking about? This isn't anything. You are deluded. You are whatever, this and that. I don't understand why you are into these types of studies, because there's absolutely nothing to it. That's a line. It's not a picture. However, if you have a lot of data points,
Yeah.
in the subject from a lot of different, researchers, stuff like this, everything, then what you can do is you can kind of play a connect the dots type of thing.
Yeah.
And if you have 50, 60, 70 dots, 80 dots, you can actually make a pretty nice picture. Now, it's only a picture. It's only an appearance to mind.
Yeah.
That's why I say file it. Because once one of these points comes to fruition, whenever I say fruition,
Yeah.
I hate saying this, but fruition for a lot of people means CNN.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes up onto the news
Yeah.
as real or whatever, then you won't be so sidelined by this new finding, whatever it is. We just went through the China balloon, the spy balloon perusing around, and right after that, we had some UFO downings. Basically, some UFOs were sighted, unidentifiables.
Yeah.
And we shot them down with jets. Came through, and heat-seeking missiles and other types of weaponry.
Yeah.
Shot these craft down, objects. These objects down.
Yeah.
To someone who doesn't know anything about nothing, you could be on a wild goose chase about what's going on here.
Yeah.
Also, for someone who doesn't know anything about nothing, you can just totally disregard it as absolutely nothing, nonsense, and nonsensical.
Yeah.
Both ends of the spectrum are not going to be the most insightful and smart way to see that incident.
Yeah.
It happened. Why did it happen? Do you have any data points to support why that could happen? And do you have any data points to support what else could be coming because that happened?
Yeah.
A lot of people do not, because they either disregard it or they go way off the deep end and they say that they're killer aliens that, and they, just scare themselves off or whatever it is. They don't keep that level-headed mindset.
Yeah.
And so whenever stuff like that comes up, whenever like the Nimitz UFO comes up, sightings, stuff like this, you are at a more of an advantage if you just file things as opposed to diving into and thinking that everything is true or everything is false or whatnot. So rabbit hole navigation, guys, rabbit hole navigation for sure.
Yeah.